we're so late.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to another Minecraft YouTube's Maddie Minecraft. That's me. I'm Maddie Minecraft.
And I am Gregory.
Yes, Gregory is a new addition. We thought he would be a good new addition. We'll just say hi, Gregory.
We're all very awake.
I just got ice cream, so it'll be
I'm
a
gonna.
second and then it'll kick in.
I'm gonna drink some
Classified
awake
information, Angel Cross, Punchy McPuncherson, hello, Sequoia, Elijah, Inferno Monkey, Skooky Cat, Tree Bark Consumer, Ramadra, Snowy Bobo. Yeah, I read that right. The Crazy Coward, Natka,
It's pronounced
Pumpkins.
Noctua.
I almost said Noctua. Ron, hello. Just don't burn anybody's arm. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So I don't know if anyone. Oh my gosh.
Are we canceled? We canceled today? No, we just are bad.
You getting your ice cream ready? Yeah. I owe Micah a hug. Why? Why do I owe Micah a hug of all people?
You made him do the backgrounds for Kill My Lovely Oppressor.
You were delighted. You miss Ricky and Sean so much. What?
No,
It's on.
nothing.
Yeah, the music's on. It might be a little bit quiet.
Do
but
we
it's on.
sound good? Is our audio good?
Yeah! Basically, I don't know if any of y'all have seen this little video I posted yesterday, but this is the comic that goes to it. Oh yeah, you gotta change the title. You didn't even get the bingo up.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Oh, because you never let him have a picture. You know, in the middle of the video where I say every time I see Maddie Bites, I go, "Wow, hit YouTuber Maddie Bites. I wonder if she'll let me get a picture."
No.
And then, okay, well,
I'm
it's in
so
there.
fast, I'm just like Bigfoot. You know, because he's all blurry in all of his pictures. I'm just like Bigfoot.
You should also scroll down and turn up the audio on. I think
That?
our audio, not the desktop. That's music.
No, we're turned
No,
up
our
all
mic
the way.
audio's all the way up, dude.
We're perfect.
Oh,
Ricky and Sean were made because you didn't meet Jonah yet. I mean, I guess when I was writing it, I didn't meet Jonah. How's everyone doing today? That video was hot. Thank you, Walkman of Doom. I hope all of my teasing was needed.
warranted.
Yeah.
Feet.
Oh, Booty Moon
Booty
gifted
Moon,
5
thank you for
memberships.
giving
Thank you so
Booty
much.
Moon.
Orange Jiffy Pop Cypress, Lauren Matthews, Nito PP. Well, that's a funny name. Mimic. Congratulations, you guys.
Angel
Thank
Cross
you.
says I'm barely awake. I'm not even awake. That's why I got replaced by Gregory for the opening.
Yeah. No, I like severely hurt my wrist a few weeks ago, and I strained it so badly that I haven't been able to like do anything today. So I've just been sleeping. It's been nice. I also just got an ice cream cone. That was also nice. So
Charity DuPont is a poor bastard child who has to work hard to accomplish anything in her life. She thought she had an ally with her childhood best friend, the future king of the kingdom of Fernadale, Prince Balin's...
Fernadale.
We know the name. We know how the names are said in this one.
Well, you spelled it wrong.
Fernadale.
Well, you didn't have an R. It says Fenadale.
Uh-oh.
Fenadale. Prince Balin's Sacramentillo.
Scaramantilio.
Scaramantilio. But somewhere along the lines, he seems to have changed. With the power of dance, can Sheriday escape
You really
from
wrote
the
with
grasp
the power of dance.
I guess I
of
did.
this oppressive life she has found herself in?
You know, this is like my headcanon. I feel like the chapters are short enough that we could read all of them.
You're the author. There's no headcanon here. There's just canon.
Oh yeah, the real canon. I'll get to it at some point.
Ramadra, thank you for giving 10
memberships.
Thank you so much.
Villain, Julia.
This is for
Oh,
anyone.
someone talks in an accent. Gregory was
Catherine
right after
What
Nicholas.
Dave.
accent?
Garrett
Old fellow.
Rose, Drunken Cat, Lady, Dream, Bonk, Lavacita Cherish, Mutant, and Nico. Welcome! Thank you! Thank you so much! Maddie and the Bites.
First
First episode.
Oh, and by the way, the reason I've been so fucking pissed at every Webtoon background is because I made a bunch of Webtoon backgrounds for this. And, like, they're not great. They get better. I mean, they're supposed to be bad. I wanted them to be not good look. So they're, you know, slathered in line art and anything. This
Yes.
series contains adult themes and situations and is recommended for mature audiences.
Ooh.
If you're not a mature... So yeah, the
Wow,
backgrounds...
this background looks like garbage! What idiot did this?
Intentionally so.
Idiot did the
You didn't do the line
background.
art thick enough.
Yeah.
You should have really pumped
Well,
that
the
up.
thing is, we did this a year ago. I think we started doing this before
We
I was even,
started
like,
this,
streaming
like,
with y'all.
Yeah.
Is Micah going to crush out over the backgrounds again? No, I made these ones. I'm
He
very...
made these ones.
And
That
for
is...
anyone who's not familiar with this comic, watch yesterday's video.
Yes, watch yesterday's video, share it out. I'm so proud of it.
Cozy says, when does the stream start? In like an hour.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
My name is Cheriday DuPont. I am a royal dancer for the king and prince of Fernadale. Feet,
Nah, those have shoes.
but they're there.
Well, yeah, but everybody's
I don't
feet are
think I
always
have...
there.
Oh, no,
but-
I do have bare feet in the first episode. Good job, Maddie.
Yeah, I will say, we took a while to, or at least I took a while to find the vibe, because I didn't really know what I was doing, because again, this was like year
It
ago,
was a
year and a
while
half
ago.
ago. So I didn't really know Webtoony stuff until later on, when I think I got the vibe a little better.
Diana, I just got on your break. How is everyone? We're doing good.
We're alive and
I'm
awake.
barely awake.
We're sleepy, but I
We're-
just ate an ice cream cone, so I'm very sweet and chipper right now.
Yeah, Red Magus says everyone has feet under their shoes.
Exactly.
What about-
Thank you, Diana. I hope you're doing well as well. I am also a concubine to Prince Balin. Dancing.
I had it all to light.
Wow,
Yeah.
good job, Micah.
I did everything else.
Look at the background.
I was not involved in the creation of this at any level. Hey, I can make fun of it then.
Yeah, because I am a concubine, I need to be seen publicly contributing to the
Is that how you
kingdom.
spell publicly?
Maybe. Villain, if y'all were dogs, what breed would you be?
Valen.
I'm so sorry.
You just assigned them villain. You're just like, that bastard. That's an
Ooh, that's
excellent
a great
question. What
question.
dog breed? Okay, Google.
Is it based on looks or
Publicly.
personality?
Worst dog
Yeah,
breed?
you spelled publicly wrong. Publicali.
The Google AI says there isn't a single worst dog breed.
Small and sassy, thank you so much. I love the vibes from the three of you. Greetings from Germany. I want to go to Germany.
I would
so
be
cool.
a long-haired chihuahua, by the way, to answer
You'd be
that.
a long-haired chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
Go to Google. Ammo121. See Snaptoon helps a lot with backgrounds. Ooh, I'll have to check that one
Do
out.
the-
Actually,
I will say, if you go to pull up Sketchfab very quickly.
No. We're looking up what dog breed I am.
There's a user on Sketchfab called Comicaroid. If you want 3D asset backgrounds that are
Thank you,
free,
everyone.
very good source of assets.
So this would be...
We'll check
You'd
out
be such a
Snaptoon.
pretty long-haired chihuahua.
my mouse is not clicking. I don't know what's happening.
Maddie and Micah would be Beethoven and Jonah would be Scooby-Doo? I don't know if I agree with that. I think Maddie would be...
No.
Is there a girl Scooby-Doo? Surely at some point they must. I guess the alien girlfriend.
Crystal? Was her name Crystal, or was that the Shaggy's girlfriend? I would be a Borzoi.
You're
Why
not
isn't it typing?
Yeah, click.
Why is your computer so stupid?
Because I need a new mouse. I got new RAM and now my mouse stopped working and...
Yeah, no, welcome to
Yeah, this is
Sketchfab.
me.
Yeah.
A little lanky, shaggy, really happy.
Micah can be Scrappy Doo. Oh my gosh,
I hate
thank you.
Scrappy.
Scruffy looking nerf herders. I would be, look up the dog from John Carter.
What's John Carter?
Jonah gets it.
D-Ray, member for 2 months. Just wanted to say I love your videos. Keep
Oh
it
my
up.
gosh,
I'm
thank
so
you so
happy.
much.
Thank you. So glad you like my videos.
Oh, and thank you, Beandork, for the super chat.
Yes, my last name is German, which I get a lot of comments on. Never been, though. I'm Canadian.
I'd be
Yeah,
that.
you would be that. I mean, that's what you look like every time you come out of your room in the morning.
He did say silly little
What
guy.
my last name is.
Bites.
No, right. What is Bites? Is that European?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. My gosh, my dad,
I thought you were American.
I swear, in the 3rd grade, my dad was like,
Slumdog says, what is that?
It's me!
No, my dad in the 3rd grade, I swear, he was like, you are 1/16th Native American. And I was in the 3rd grade, so I believed it, right? But then, what? Oh, I'm Norman.
French.
No, it said Anglo-Norman.
Anglo-Norman origin derives from the French.
Oh! A sacre
That
bleu!
is French.
So, redacted is a French name.
But yeah, he's like, you're 1/16th Native American. But every time you talk to him, he's like, I never said that. I never said that. And I'm like, you are gaslighting me. You are gaslighting me, sir.
Gaslighting? What's that?
I think that's something you made
I don't
up.
know if that's real.
You know what? Pull that picture of the Borzoi up giving the side eye. I just thought you had it open. Yeah, where is it? Where is this silly little guy? I would totally get a Borzoi. Yeah. I'm giving you that look right now. Side eye. Because I am a concubine, I need to be seen publicly contributing to the kingdom. Oh, I'm doing what? Thank you. You're American, pretty unique around here, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolute-
USA!
USA! USA! All concubines have to perform a duty. That way we aren't seen as a lavish expenditure to the public. Pant. You know, I don't know.
See, these are way too small. It should be like,
Look, that's the funny thing.
I got the hang of it later.
We did this a year ago. I feel like we didn't go hard enough.
Apparently.
Like I feel like we could have gone harder.
She's too tan. She's not wide
yeah,
enough.
that like
She's supposed to
this,
be white, but that's
where her arm meets the white background here. It should be the same color.
Elijah T. Center says, "Stop shouting! Y'all are screaming the plants."
I'm screaming the plants.
Scaring. I can read.
Yeah, I got the hang of it later on,
Yeah.
but I don't know where people get like the onomatopoeia asset pack, so I just had to work with Medibang and Medibang.
Yeah.
While I love it, it has
Diana
terrible.
says, USA! I'm Iraqi.
Wherever you're from in the vast world, we can all agree that USA!
USA!
I'm not even making any claims, just, there are letters.
Yeah, but like I Medibang is good, except for like the text stuff. It's hard work to be a concubine in this kingdom. You basically have 2 jobs at once. Satiating the public and satiating the prince.
No, you wrote this. You can say
This
it however you
dialogue
want.
is awful.
Thank you. I worked really hard to make it shit, and here I just copied.
Thank
And
you.
then I gave him different hairstyles.
Thank you, Beandork. Oh man, I didn't even notice.
Beandork, thank you. Your hubby
Beandork.
has indigenous heritage and then married you, the world's most white person. So white doctor. Oh my gosh.
Like so white, doctors have asked me if I have internal bleeding.
Oh my gosh.
Amma121, thank you for the super chat. What the fuck is a kilometer?
Thank you, you guys. There's one time I'm really, really white, right?
Uh-huh.
There was one time she was really, really white. Now she's sort of a green.
No, I was outside playing, dialogue. I was outside playing, and one of my neighbors asked my mom why I was wearing long underwear under my shorts and my tank top as like a 6-year-old. And my mom's like, she's not wearing long underwear, that's just her skin.
I've been doing what? Thank you for the super chat. I need to stop chanting along with you guys. My parents can definitely hear me chanting USA from downstairs.
Radical YouTuber, Maddie Body.
Yeah, I'm gonna colonize the USA! But I know I can be nothing more than just that.
That throne
This
was...
is so bad.
Hey, it did some weird compression there. Like, I don't think that's on me. But that throne was added in originally. It was just a hallway, and then Maddie was like, no, he's stepping down from something. I was like, oh, okay. So I just, like, threw a frog.
I was born into a poor family as a bastard child!
Oh, come on.
Woo!
You mean to tell me we
No, I
don't
can't.
have... Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to...
Stop moving the... Just let go. Stop moving the mic. You guys are not allowed to move the mic.
Well, Micah moved it, so I had to move it back because I can't see. Let's
How
see.
do we not have poor or bastard child in our...
Technically, we have seen this castle before. We're cheating.
Well, I've seen it in that...
Smirk!
Man, his chin goes nuts.
Yeah, and then I realized that I couldn't do that, so he changes an art style.
I will say, the like,
Smirk,
watercolor
nervous.
backgrounds there. I found some website that had, like, a bunch of watercolor backgrounds and sparkles and, like, the sort of black texture. I might throw in the Discord if I could find it again, because it was very nice.
Why is he so greasy? You know, I tried to make him look handsome, and then I was like, but then he has to look evil, and so he was like,
Why is his neck so long?
It's
What
a
the hell
webtoon.
happened here?
It's a webtoon, Jonah. Nobody wanted me.
Smooch, smooch.
It occurs to me, looking at that now, their
He's
lips
kissing,
cannot
like,
be
right
any...
here.
Yeah, he's kissing, like, the bridge of her nose.
Yeah, this chapter is kind of weird because I was like trying to do very like manhwa, but like it was really hard to do that and my art style fastly.
Matka says, handsome?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of like another.
Melancholy
know.
Mothman says, giraffe men are very desired.
You know what? The comic I'm working on doesn't have a single man character yet. Actually, no, it does.
Yeah, what about her
Her dad. I
uncle,
forgot her dad. Yeah.
And there's also some mermen.
Sundog says,
Yeah,
aw,
weird.
a forehead kiss, so romantic.
Oh my gosh, we have to read the comment section of all of these. They're really funny. So I had to work hard just to become a royal dancer. Then I
Oh
didn't
no, we
wanna
cropped that wrong. Look at the top. Oh, look at these didn't go through like a super strenuous checking process, like on
all the
purpose.
mistakes he shits on other webtoons for.
Beansworth dads matter too, Maddie. Oh my
Also,
gosh.
Maddie just gave me like a shadow guy, and the armor was like, yeah, just put curtains on that.
Yeah, I had a different vision in my head, and you did something else, and
No, you didn't tell me anything.
Then one night, oh wait, hold on. I need evil. Evil. Where's evil? Yeah. Then one night, Balin came into my room to claim me as his. What a pathetic man!
And you know the worst part about this is I did this
Why is
whole...
it like log cabin walls back here?
Well, because I
Micah?
did the whole
I
scene
think you
in the
asked
royal
me-
palace background, and then she said, no, this is her house.
She's supposed to be poor, Micah.
Okay, so it
Collect-
was a natural assumption to assume that this would be his room, because they just walked off to go bang.
No, this right
This is a
here
flashback,
Yes.
I guess.
Thank you. Maddie, did you make this or am I really slow? This
Punchy McPuncher said, thank you for the super chat, fire your background guy!
Micah fired. So Valen, I made. Go watch the video. I
Her
put out.
latest video.
Go watch the video I put out yesterday, and that'll explain why I made this comic. But yes, we did make this comic.
Too Cold to Bother says, oh, we live.
Lurking in the shadows. Ouch.
Sorry.
I just squeezed my arm. Taking what he thinks belongs to him.
Man, that pattern looks so ass on his cape. You guys, you nailed that.
So
I'm happy with how this shot turned out. This looks like a webtoon to me.
Yeah. I mean, the line art should be like dripping.
Yeah.
off the walls.
yes, Angel Cross, we did make this. If you, like I said, if you have not seen the video we put out yesterday, it
Should we
explains
like put
why.
text on the screen and be like,
No.
I'm not just shitting on some random canvas person's comic. I promise there's a reason to my madness. I was made into a concubine before I could voice my opinions on the matter. He takes me back to his room like after every dance like this.
You wrote this.
Yeah. You know, I forgot
Kisses! Smooch smooch, so cute!
You know, not this panel, the one above it. This one was also copied from I'm the Queen in This Life, and I totally forgot that until I put the video out.
Is the line art on this more acceptable to you?
No, it should still be thicker.
Also, I believe that window is just like a random PNG that I put in like after I rendered it. But I don't know.
Kisses.
I do what he wants until he falls asleep.
Stinking Cake says kisses is wild.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. That
Punchy
ice
McPuncherson
cream.
says not enough choo-choo.
I didn't know that choo-choo was an option.
Okay, another background detail here. Maddie didn't draw me Balin lying in the background, so I had to angle her at such a specific position, and then I had to lump up the blankets on the model that I used. Because I just like grabbed some bedroom model off Sketchfab.com, and so I raised up.
I think the real issue with these backgrounds, Mike, is they're just a little too good.
Aw, shucks.
Like, yeah, they're very flat and plain, which is.
I mean, I specifically was trying to make them bad.
Which isn't necessarily good or bad. They're a little too plain. Webtoon backgrounds, they're trying to do so much, and they're doing every aspect of it
Maddie
very
did
poorly.
keep being like, add more wallpaper. I believe the wallpaper's all in post.
Yeah.
Add more flowers that I may have undersold.
The Stinking Cake says, I love the bed poster without the curtains.
Bedazzled Lasagna Noodle, which, first off, hilarious name, says, Micah, do worse next time. Pull up
Fox in a Box says, I think the backgrounds don't seem as bad because they're dark.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Well,
yeah,
at this,
you said skip
at
fab.
this point, I was still kind of trying to do good because I didn't fully understand the mission.
Well, yeah, because I remember when you were showing us these backgrounds, I was like, Micah, these are way too good. You need to tone it down. What am I searching?
Comic Aroid, I believe.
Royd?
Man, my ice cream cone is not sitting well with me.
Really good 3D comic background
yeah.
assets. Actually, the school is what I used in Love Try High, so that you may recognize.
Yeah, this hallway. I know this from Love Try High.
I altered it
Hey,
a bunch.
TV show Love Try High.
But that is the Love Try High hallway. Obviously very edited. I added an outside. I added different floor texture, different wall textures.
Women be blanketing. I'm actually working on a blanket right now. You're so right, Punchy.
But yeah, Comicaroid on Sketchfab, very good background assets.
I look around his lavish bedroom. There's the feet, Jonah.
There's some sort of error. I don't know what it is, but you see like those lines? What
Yeah.
are those?
I don't know.
Oh, you can see whatever you've put behind it.
That was not on me. Maddie did that in post.
Is clipping through the layers.
No, that means that you turned the opacity down, Micah.
No, you added those.
No,
I never saw those. You
it's-
did those
it's-
on your final pass.
It's clipping through.
Weird.
Walker of Doom says, Maddie's gone. Why do I still hear her voice?
I'm back. Did I put cube into the comic? I don't think there's any food. No, there is. There's a strawberry.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the problem is you wrote it in such a way where there were no horses, no food, no...
I know. I messed up, guys.
There is part of me that kind of wants to do this again, just for, like, shits and giggles, and Kill My Lovely Horse Presser, or whatever it was.
My only issue, like, I think my next goal would be to trick Webtoon into getting a contract to see what's on the fucking contract.
Yeah.
But...
Easier said than done.
Yeah, way easier said than done. And feel hatred for him burn deep inside
Now,
of
see,
me.
that knife is about as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
I don't think I...
It's perfect.
Yeah, see, that looks like Webtoon right there.
That's a boy. That's Balin.
Oh, but...
You need to read.
I shouldn't be surprised I'm so angry with my situation.
Jerry, come back to bed.
Grab.
The funny thing is, that one being so bad isn't really, like, an intentional thing. It was just hard to get her to grab it. Like, that is partially just I didn't know what I was doing.
After all. Yes, Balin. I've been cursed to obey everything a person tells me to do!
And then, like, the funny thing is I had to keep stretching the knife, so the knife is, like, basically a different size in every panel. Like,
Yeah, like that looks like crap.
Thank you.
There is no escape for a person like me in this world.
Yeah, all the onomatopoeia is way too small.
It does get better.
Yeah, that's why my only way out is to kill my oppressor!
With this enormous knife.
I had to.
Tag her.
The funny thing is,
She's Ella Enchanted. Yes, she is. to
for
Goldbalder.
reference, if you're ever like looking at like, oh man, why does it look like that object's floating in their hands? Because Maddie drew it without, and she had no frame of
Piano by
reference.
Maureen Bay says, that's the title of the webtoon.
Say that again.
Some dog says, Maddie, why can I understand who's speaking? I thought you were making a bad webtoon. I wonder how I got
Well, because
here.
it's just the female
Why
lead.
was I cursed to obey?
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. Up here, this should just be a circle.
Yeah.
Because that indicates who's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was I cursed to obey? Why must I be a plaything to this man? That's the title of the cover. No, the cover of the comic. There is only one way out. Kill my lovely oppressor.
I'm trying to remember who made this. Was this?
You.
I
You-
made this.
No. You did the kill my lovely oppressor, and then I went in and I did all of like the gradient. I did the bird
Yeah.
cage behind it.
The birdcage is an excellent
The
dog.
bird cage is like and I was trying to like be a person, so I was like, "Hi, please be kind and tell me what you think."
Here
Here after the YouTube video.
Wait. Webtoon commenter is
Yeah, red flag.
Boost.
Oh, yeah.
Red flag.
Sun Dogs. I made this.
I
Micah,
forget to
2025.
From
Maddie
Maddie
Buds. That's a real comment. That's a
That's a
comment
real
from.
comment.
Wait. Nice first chapter and introduction. Curious about the lovely part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to
They're
shit
not,
on
I don't.
Bathsheba, Pasta.
Yeah. Even though Maddie Bites said she made the biggest piece of shit, it's hard to believe because every comment she has ever recommended. Peak.
Oh, T-Ray!
T-Ray! Wow. Balloon Baton Matan is so hot. Love cherished child Destan. The plot twist is so good.
Why is this
Vishnu!
Punchy McPuncherson, thank you so much for the super
Thank
chat.
you.
Oh,
Maddie,
thank
I just
you.
wanted to let you know I giggled about the Balin Hay bit the whole
I'm
video.
so glad you liked
Because
it.
it was Balin. Kill my lovely
Lovely
oppressor.
13 years
Oh,
prior.
God.
Those birds
I tried to
free
do
brush
such
us
like
out.
a time skip and like I wanted it to be very confusing.
Okay, we're already way more webtoony with these
yeah.
weird flat birds.
We needed
these awful trees.
we needed some time to grow accustomed.
Still,
This,
you
the
hit
3D
the- you hit-
asset, the blend file of this, I may throw it in the Discord or
I was gonna
whatever. The blend file of this looks crazy. I don't actually
You
think the
hid
background's-
you hid the base of the tree with bushes so you couldn't see it.
which
just-
is more than.
well, no, but I'm saying you should just be able to see it stopping
No,
at the
well,
ground.
I went through with a brush afterwards. That's a grass
Yeah.
brush. And then me and Maddie went through and brushed those yellow leaves and the lighter leaves on.
I'm passionate about dancing and the orphans.
Because see, this looks well. This doesn't look fine. This looks really fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Same as another webtoon.
the thing is,
Am I crazy?
it only looks good from this angle. If you zoom out, the trees are fucking wild. Like I'll pull it up and throw it in the Discord later. It looks crazy.
Hiya, Cherry. What are you doing?
Miss Jezebel told me I have to keep practicing outside of class. She's such a hard worker, you guys.
Do you have to? What? Oh, he's got a hunchback. He should go see a
No,
physician.
we all know I really love Quasimodo. I'm only here on a scholarship. I have to work harder than everybody just to stay enrolled.
Aw, man, I wish we could play today.
That's flowers.
so
we got
bad.
the flowers.
Something about them I hate. Like,
Like,
they're not
like
quite
the
webtoony,
blue,
in my
well,
opinion.
The blue just clashes so harshly with everything else on the screen here.
Does Micah speak for the trees? Asked Punchy.
Thank you, Punchy McPuncherson. I believe I
Thank you,
do.
Punchy. Well, we can't. You should focus on your own studies.
I I finished for the day. That one was good. 'Cause
That
I had no idea who was
the
trying to say
ambiguity
that.
on there is pretty good.
You could study more. You're fucking fuck.
Sundog
You
says,
could-
I wish we could play.
You could study more. You're going to become the crowned king of Fernadale someday. You want to be a good king, don't
Ooh,
you?
Tyler Preston says, good comic rec, Jupiter Man. It strongly reminds you of 2003 Teen Titans.
That is
That is
a
all
thrilling
I'm ever
endorsement.
searching for. Is it on Webtoon? Let's find out.
It might just be like comic.
You know, every once in a while, someone will recommend something to us, and then I try to find it on Webtoon just to find out it's not actually a Webtoon.
It does look very
Ooh.
original Teen Titans.
Very gorgeous.
Yeah,
And by original Teen Titans, I mean one of the many.
First thing I'll do is get rid of studying.
Ugh.
Then you and I could play together.
You know, the funny thing
That'll
is,
be
this,
the day.
I believe this is the first time I've read any of this dialogue.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, why? I'm questioning myself because I'm pretty sure that's the grass brush. Like, why is there big grass?
Don't think about it too hard, Micah.
Ditch your studies and come play with me.
Maybe we got the perspective wrong on that shot.
Oh,
Definitely.
Like, it's top down and they're at a bit of an angle.
yeah.
Magic. Yes, Balin.
Really?
Roses.
I could never figure out how to make the roses integrate with the scene. Like,
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, like, they don't.
Yeah,
they
like,
definitely
that
look,
looks like
They
shit.
definitely look bad. I don't.
That looks so horrendously
Which was
bad.
the point, so I'm fine with it. I am interested in how Webtoon crunches the colors, because we're getting a lot of those, like, Star Wars Rebellion.
Well,
Yeah.
they do 1280 by 800.
Right, but do you see how, like individual pixels
Yeah,
are all
it's
weird
getting
and
all
sharp?
weird and
Well, I had to.
compressed.
That might have been me. I had to compress the files in order to
Yeah.
get it posted. You asked me to.
Let's go!
Runny.
Then I rotated the-
Hey,
I'm actually
windmill.
kind of happy with this background.
We found a windmill. Library. Look at the book.
I found book.
Wow, book.
Punch Big Puncher says, thank you
Ah,
for the
thank
super
you,
chat.
Blue Roses. That was a
Yeah,
choice.
they look really bad.
This is Devin.
Hey, Balin! Why are you hanging around this poor bastard child? I think I was starting to get the vibe of Webtoons at this point.
Yeah.
I actually, my favorite
the hills,
character,
the emptiness.
my favorite background character is him. I gave him,
Most interesting.
what is it?
Webtoon.
The different eye color,
Heterochromia?
heterochromia.
Were they based off the 3 starter Pokemon, or is that something I made up? Where one of them's red, one of them's Bulbasaur, then he's like blue? I feel like that's a thing
I
we
feel
talked
like
about, but
that's
I don't know
something-
if that was intentional
I
or if I
think
just
y-
noticed that.
I think you did it, maybe?
Devin Shaquette.
That's Devin Shaquette.
Creator Tally says he has the homophobia in his eyes.
Man, you really made him extra ugly.
Yeah, I made him like really white.
I like the little 3D brooch. It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Bye, Valen. Have fun walking a dog.
Bye, Valen. Have fun with your puppy. My OC who has homophobia.
Cat with homophobia eyes.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. He's from the Wait. He's from the second most important family of Fernadale.
Welcome, dude. This bully is about to say, "How are you and your gay dad?"
Wow. No, you nailed it here. Where you can see through the roof in the background.
Oh,
being more
I never
exterior
noticed
roof.
that.
Funnily enough, I think that's just how that model was.
Yeah.
Ugly.
I will
His
say,
father-
if you want any of the like literally any model used in this, I didn't like originally model anything. They're all in the description of Maddie's video. So if you want this palace, you can go get it.
Yes.
I don't know why you'd want to, but you could.
His father is the Pope and is in charge of the religious sect in the kingdom. Forgot to talk about religion in the video. It's there.
Well, wait. I think we've got Christianity and a fantasy story. There we go.
Ah! In other words, Devin is going to be one of the most powerful men in the kingdom someday.
Oh, the scales! The scales!
The scales,
like
and then
Webtoon.
it's just the entire model shrunken down.
That's
Which is funny. I feel like at some point I had more control over what I was doing than like what most Webtoons did, because they, I don't know, like I feel like they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Michael Vogel for $5. Just so you have a creeping sense of dread, I am working on saving up that $1,019.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it.
I'll do anything
You
for
know,
money.
Micah, this is giving Mist Riven.
I'll
my
walk
gosh,
around.
thank
I'm
you.
like, I'll do like a little crab walk, like Eugenia Cooney, for like $10.
Yeah, it's well,
Not
What is this?
some lady.
there we go.
Not floating scale PNG. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
Tally.
it's really giving,
The funny thing is, that isn't even floating scale.png. That is floating scale.glb in the sense that it is a 3D model.
Sky Pancake Maddie, have a little dignity. Have you guys...
I've been
Have
doing
you
what
guys
Look
says,
what we're doing.
Dignity.
Dignity
I've been
is
doing
gone.
what says Michael Vogel, do you have a donation box?
Oh my gosh.
Ammo 121. Pope having a child is funny. 8 popes abstinent, yes!
Oh,
Oh
I
my
didn't
gosh,
even
Oh
think
my
of
gosh,
that.
Thank you,
Booty
Booty, for
Moon
20
for
20 gifted memberships. Holy shit, I think I can add more emojis.
Punchy McButcherson says I'm upping the bounty again.
Alright, so
Alright.
now it's 1,000
And 40.
and 18, right?
No, 'cause it's
no,
19.
it's like 40, yeah, so it's like 38.
Yeah.
$1,038.
Wait, let me...
Thank you so much, everyone.
who-
That's so generous,
who
so
is now a
kind.
member? Amma 121. Te amo. Hello Hamburger. Scamps Fox. Leah Muffin. Fag? Page. Cray Shy
Ramondra
Artist
says
Girl.
bounty for
Rogers
what?
Dodger. Swag Turtle. Y'all have some creative names. I like these. Ramada. Rorden. Branningston. Cammy. Rainy Bats. Muffle Muffin. Snow281. No Signal. Zacky B. Oh my gosh.
Cool.
There's a commercial that plays on our radio for like ED and
ED, no fun.
yeah, it's like number, call this number, ED, no fun.
fun.
It's really silly.
I'm doing what? Thank you for the
Julie,
super chat.
shucky
Says
me luck.
at this point we need a money room.
I have a few emojis. I've been waiting because like
I mean, we have the members now, apparently.
Yeah, I could probably do 2 more. I don't know. YouTube's very fickle with how many emojis you can put in. It's very, very fickle. I will now be able to add my smoking cat. Love my smoking cat.
Are my Webtoon standards so low that something meant to be bad was still worse?
Oh no!
Oh, Punchy,
Still the
Michael
art
Logo, thank you for the
bad.
super chat. Oh, Punchy, my nemesis, we meet again. This should be
Thank
more
you.
popular. I do have to wonder if Webtoon's gonna start showing this to people, because it probably got like a
A
big...
boost from
Is,
people
is
visiting.
this a real?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it's from 1 day ago.
Probably not. We'll see. Tally says, yes, smoking cat, my beloved.
Like, you have to imagine at least a few people have gotten this unironically after it got...
Hopefully. This is you.
Hey, Balin! Why are you hanging around this poor bastard child?
Hey, watch what you say to Charity.
Why should I?
It's all starting to come together. Look at those vines.
Yeah, we really hit our stride.
This is actually much more recent, because there was a big gap where, like, I made those first 2 chapters,
Yeah.
and then I made these,
I
and there was,
got
like, a
really
couple
busy
months.
with something, and I don't
Yeah.
remember why. YouTube minds, that's why.
It's not like she can do anything about it.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, and if you notice, the amount of background effects has gone up, like, 7
Yeah.
times.
Plus,
Toss.
Like,
toss.
why is there just a rock on
Bam!
Where's his head? What the fuck is that, Maddie? What is his hand? Oh, that's her hand. I thought that was his hand. It was just enormous.
I didn't want to draw his hand. You're embroidering while you watch? Ooh, send it in the art chat when you're done. That's Devin.
Face it, Balin. We're gonna be the most powerful people in the kingdom someday.
Drip.
I didn't know how to draw blood either.
I think you did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You should
alright.
get rid of this commoner and start hanging around with me.
I'm a doing what? Wait, why does Michael get a nemesis? I want one. Jonah, quickly, have beef with you.
I'm doing what I'm coming for you. I won't rest until this beef is squashed.
Meanwhile, I think your nemesis is walking in too.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I just like everyone. Even the person who called me a colonizer, I just think that's funny as shit.
No, I'm Michael.
I don't know who says this, honestly.
Why don't you get lost?
You wrote it. You can choose.
I think Cherry says
Yeah,
it.
you're the canon author.
Right. They all read at the same time.
Jealousy?
Oh, the jealousy.
Oh, I took a piss break.
Oh, Maddie did take. Where's we all read at the same time? I swear it's on here.
MJM.
Ah, read at the same time. There we go.
Is it actual good art? Someone said it in the comments.
That's true. Actually, good art.
Top right.
Oh, art compositing mistake. We've noticed a couple.
That's true.
Oh wait,
Why don't you jump off a bridge?
Oh,
Who
wait.
says that?
I don't know, but the line
Why
art is
don't
getting
you
better.
jump off a
The
bridge? Oh,
bridge.
it's Devin.
Why don't you jump off a bridge?
Gasp.
Yeah, see, those are all over.
Yeah, see, I
Webtoon.
started figuring out where we were at.
Wow. Yeah, you really started figuring out the low res
shitty.
wood.
Colonizer is crazy.
This-
It is. It was over a webtoon. I don't remember why, but someone was really upset.
Yeah.
The weird witch says, I want to have beef with Micah.
Oh, shucks.
Who put the sky PNG over the bridge? Wait, go back.
Huh? I think you're thinking that's water.
Oh, it's water. It's water.
The fact that they couldn't tell.
Yeah. What should I say to keep him from finding out about my curse? The only one. The only one who knows about my curse is the witch who cursed me. Punching my puncture said, I can be everyone's nemesis if you want me to.
Oh, the misery.
No, I'm
Every
doing
person
what is my
Bunchie's
nemesis. It's in stone now.
Yeah, and that's
Tyler
like a magic
President says
ball.
colonizer Maddie bites. A nice ring to it.
You know, it's so funny. I walk around and like the punchline to half of my jokes are like, I'm just gonna colonize you or something. I don't know.
Wow, look at the lines
Yeah, I left
on
that.
the
I left that
coins.
specifically because I was
Oh, that's atrocious.
like, I could fix it, but at this point,
Oh, look at that. Micah, you did great on this.
Money.
Oh.
My father was in debt to her.
oh, wait, can this be the money room about? I can get those cut out.
Yes.
Yeah. He made a promise that if he could not pay her, she could do whatever she pleases with his firstborn child. Obviously, he didn't stick to his word. So she cursed me to obey any command that was given to me. You know, halfway through the comic, I realized that people were like telling Cherry to like go like just leave, drop out and shit, and I had to change like a lot of the dialogue because I was like, oh wait, if they
can't say that.
yeah, and I was like, there's no way she wouldn't have been told to just drop
Yeah.
out already. Anyways, a constant.
Insane Oddball says, what are you doing, Steph Colonizer?
You know, someone had some beef, and you know, I don't care. A constant. I do care a little, but like in like a haha funny way. A constant reminder to my father of how to stick to one's word. Maybe I will if you're too scared to do it yourself.
What? Cherry?
Clench. Come on, Balin. Command me not to do this.
I'm not scared. I'm just smart enough to know not to jump.
Oh, so you're chicken? Buck, buck, buck.
What?
Michael Vogel, thank you for the super chat. How could you punch me? I thought we had something special.
Oh, man. What? No!
A weird witch says bro doesn't know how to jump. This should have been 3D asset
That's
shoes.
you.
True.
I think. Yeah, they should have.
Yeah.
Why don't you just jump already?
That's excellent.
Curse.
Oh, shucks. Thanks.
Turn. Step.
Every time I say that's excellent, like that's excellent, I mean it looks just atrociously bad. Wait! You don't have to do this, Cherry.
Oh, thank goodness.
Push!
Ah!
Sometimes Maddie would just give me an angle that didn't make any sense. Like, what is that angle? What is that supposed to be? So I just had to put like a big bar and be like, yeah, they're behind
Oh,
it.
look at their heads.
Oh my gosh, they cut off! Oh my gosh!
See, I remember
And
now.
I really think this is the issue with just handing off the art to a 3D backgrounds guy. You have no idea what they want.
Yeah.
You know, oh, look, he's also cut off over there, too.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh,
that's-
Micah!
What? Okay, in fairness, she gave me just heads and then she did another pass. She was editorial on this. That's on her.
You know, it's occurring to me, some of y'all might not like my regular art style because I have an issue with necks and foreheads. No matter how hard I try, they're all ginormous, and I try really hard not to have giant foreheads.
This is atrocious.
I think at some point...
His neck here is maybe the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, and the nice thing about this, though, is
You know,
since
we
the
did
point was
see
to be
my
bad,
logo.
we could just do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Oh my gosh, is she gonna be sinking? Excellent.
Sink.
I'm actually kind of happy with how that turned out. I think it looks kind of nice.
If you go to Google, the bingo, there is onomatopoeia down. Yeah.
I forgot words.
Oh, you forgot to change the title really easy, and I forgot to read.
True.
Those two right there.
Bingo!
Bingo! I can't drink any Dr. Pepper. That ice cream is fucking me up. I'm sweating so bad.
Sink.
I'm drowning.
The Sky Pancake says, she's going into the toolbox!
Wow, she is such a badass.
Hashtag relatable.
Of course, it isn't really a classic webtoon without the MC drowning.
Also, I know this web. Yeah, okay. Damn. Oh no. Anyways, what a smart way to cover up her curse.
Wow, wow, what a
Oh,
smart
good
way.
nature.
What a smart way to cover up her curse.
With the frog.
She's such a girl boss, and Balin was so nice to her too. I do wonder how he turns into such a monster. You guys are nailing
I love it so much.
the webtoon commenters.
Once we finish, I will tell you how I'm going to dig out of the hole I dug for the characters. I'm drowning. Drowning.
Like, I'm kind of happy with how all that
What's
looked.
that?
So I remembered last time. So I think if you go back,
Is that a hair tie?
Yeah, she has pigtails,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot, and I was like, well, I really want her hair to be doing something, so I have it just fly away. Splash!
That's
That's
a
just
little better.
water.png, and you wanna know why it is? Because Maddie just gave me hands! She just gave me hands, and I had to pick this background.
I like that it looks like they're sinking towards just like the ground.
Well, that is the funny thing, too, because it was given to me in segments, so, like, sometimes I didn't know how the segments were supposed to segment.
You can go comment regular centipede.
Oh yeah. If you comment on the end of this one, well, you'll get to hear me read your comment in the commenter voice.
Or go to the very last
Yeah,
chapter.
no, zoom out on this one, though, because, funnily enough, Webtoon actually really helped this one look not bad, because when you have the full view of it, it's rough.
Yeah.
Cough, cough. Coughing.
Cough, cough. Wow, that harsh line between the land and the water.
Yeah, it's great. After that day, we both got sick. Sick. Balin and I were also forbidden to see each other. That's a old man.
That child is scum!
He was told that I was a bad influence. We couldn't even write letters to each other.
Sundog says, Micah, girl, what? I love when water is solid.
Oh my gosh, I tried so hard to make it look cursive, and
This shouldn't have. It should just be like that scribbly webtoon language.
you're so right.
Oh, man.
The days turned into months, and the months into years.
What are those moons? Wait,
Man,
go
this
back.
comic is just like entirely.
What?
Yeah.
That moon is just a stretch of the moon right above it because I didn't feel like I had enough moons to fill up the amount of panels she gave me.
Oh my gosh. Until the day of my 18th birthday.
This, I think, is when I really started to get
I
at
actually,
least
Yeah.
closer to the webtoon style.
these next few chapters I really like
Oh, look
because
at that carpet.
that's wood.
That's wood.
That's one, baby.
Oh yeah, she's reflected in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how the reflections turned out.
Oh my gosh, it's evil bitch! Not a drill, not a drill! Should we do romantic?
Dude,
Let's
we
see.
need to get Wither Basket's theme in here. It's Bowser's theme from
Uh-huh.
Mario Party 6.
Uh-oh.
It is perfect for...
I think I just broke it.
The stream deck just broke, gang.
Oops.
Give us but a moment.
Boy,
Sundog
I hope
says...
they read all the comments.
Sundog says, Micah, you blurred the background? What is wrong with you? Because the funny thing is, part of this was to be bad, and part of it was like, I don't know, could I do Webtoon backgrounds? And so, like, I was trying to make it, like, half good. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Okay.
No, that was intentional.
Yeah.
I panicked.
We've got to kill the stream doc.
Okay, while I got all of you, if I were... And this is a potential. If I were to do a Lore Olympus video, what would the subject matter of it be? Because I am low-key at, like, a loss with Jonah and Micah, and, like, we're kind of wondering if maybe the focus of the video should be, like, did it deserve all of the hype it got? So, comments in the comments, chat. How it fell off, maybe. That would be a good one. Not another trashed. Oh, Mari, I love you. Ugh, not another trashed.
Not another trashta. I eat these up every time. There goes my money. Hit it. Thanks for top comment, everyone.
Oh my gosh, yes! How it never ended. No, Lore Olympus, I'm pretty sure it ended. I thought it ended.
Maybe it just stopped. They didn't, like, give it an ending.
I'm pretty sure they gave it an ending. I don't know. Okay, now, good ideas. All right. Why bother practicing, Cherry? Yeah, this line was originally, why don't you just give up? And that I realized that's a command. And so, yeah. Everyone knows you're not going to be picked to become a royal dancer this year.
Bathsheba Penepasta, the Academy's top student.
Bathsheba, if you're so worried you'll lose to me, why don't you practice like I do?
And I don't even know why I gave them shadows and reflections. Like, it took forever.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know.
There's only 2 slots open this year, Charity. Who do you think they're going to choose? A poor child the kingdom must continue to sponsor and waste money on? Or Fernadale's most eligible young woman? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Also, I don't know if
I stopped drawing noses after a certain point.
Word?
Well, look at that.
Yeah. Also, at some point in this like area, I don't know what stretch of chapters, I just start like blatantly reusing backgrounds. Like, there's only really like 5 backgrounds in this whole scene, and they're just like,
I love Penny, by the way.
Ooh, Elijah, that's a really good point. There's other people who've done the butchering of, like, the OG myth, because I'm not super interested in the OG myth, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to do it justice for people who are interested in, but they say the cover the way it changed the romance genre for the worst. That might be really interesting. Anyways, I gave them 2 human bodies, Tally. You know what? I had to do something.
Pull back up Devin Chiquette real quick.
Well, because they're girls and girls have beautiful bodies, and I wanted to give them bodies and not just sticks. We all know the king hates you. He'll never choose you to dance for him. I bet he doesn't even remember that day.
Yeah, I think
I did try to make her as white as possible.
Yeah.
I think Maddie's slightly too
Bathsheba.
pure to make Webtoon manhwa.
Well, you know,
Fox in the Box says there's a distinct lack of country bumpkins so far.
I didn't know. When I was doing this, it was already, I believe this had already been posted or like finished, and it was just being posted, and then we started seeing country bumpkin after country
Because that is the tricky
bumpkin.
thing. We made this forever ago, partially because, I mean, there's 7 chapters per comic.
It took me like
And
a
so
year
we
just to draw.
so we had to post it over the course of 7 weeks.
Yeah, something I didn't mention is all the chapters were posted same day every week, so the like test base was trying to be the same.
Punchy McPuncherson says, "I'll be your country bumpkin."
I'll take you, Punchy. Pink Flame says, Maddie, sorry to say, but she isn't white enough.
Yeah.
You know what? Cherry, you know leaving is your best bet. You're dead weight anyways. I'm not the only one with dead weight. What? She called her fat.
Thicker basket.
All right, everyone, take your places.
Because she wasn't gonna show up, I made her a woman of color. And damn, I was so happy.
So brave, so bold.
I just wanted
You
to
look
draw
at it,
normal,
it's
normal skin tones.
It's crazy if you pull up Hakan and Lucina and like put them into a color picker.
Yeah.
How little actual difference there is in their skin tones.
Yeah, the king is unable to make the selections for the prestigious slots of royal dancer.
Aww. Yeah, them too. I got to do different, like,
They should
different
all
hair
have the same. They
textures.
should all have the same hair and skin tone.
I've been trying to do different hair textures in my artwork just because I don't know, everyone talks about it. I think it's a nice little
But
touch.
Prince Balin will choose in his stead.
Yay! I got lazy. I just put hearts over their eyes and put the same mouth over
Step.
them. I'm so
Step.
proud of that panel.
Are those traced from my shoes?
No, those are traced from a different pair of shoes
Okay.
online.
Okay.
Gasp! Surprise!
Surprise.
Oh, the roses in this one look really good, Micah.
Yeah, it's better than the blue. The
Yeah.
blue was like off-putting in like a really.
Inferno Monkey body diversity? Not in my webtoon.
Yeah, I've never seen a webcomic do anything as weird and bad as those blue
It's
roses,
funny,
Micah.
it's funny, but like it's not even that diverse of bodies.
I live for Bathsheba Penny Pasta. I'm drowning. Yeah, girl, it's okay. We could tell.
Richie Nye.
Go away, Bath and Body Works. You're ruining my cherry soda. The roses are my favorite. The effects artist needs a
So
raise.
true.
Thank you,
So
Sky
so
Pancake.
true.
Sky
Sky
Pancake. Episode 5. Kill my lovely oppressor.
Weirdly, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. Like, obviously, it's supposed to be,
not
like,
great.
comically bad. I like the lighting on it.
Yeah. And like, this has got this weird flat roof. And then, like, the buildings right next to it have these really textured roofs.
Yeah.
Well, and
this-
also, it's
these
not like the
comments are all
like, it's
killing
just,
me.
it's perfectly flat.
Yeah.
But, like, look at how the light hits the roof all pretty.
Kenya says, Maddie, background characters aren't supposed to have eyes. You're right. I wasted too much time drawing eyes.
You reused her a second ago.
I did. I did. Oh, look at her. I love
Snowflakes.
her. Dancing? Oh, wait. Let's do inspirational music. Drama or rescue? Drama or rescue, you two?
Drama. Kievet says, it looks really good if you unfocus your eyes, and that's all we ask.
Just let your eyes glaze over a little bit.
Dancing is my only form of respite from this cruel world. It's the only thing I'm good at. Anyone who can become a royal dancer can live in a moderately lavish lifestyle.
And you
Wow,
better believe
it's so
She has
moderately
dreads.
lavish.
She has dreads.
And you better
She
believe
has-
that is just a panel. That's just a background from chapter 1 that I just dragged and dropped.
This.
Now this!
It's
what
all
we-
coming together, baby.
This is what we spent $3 on.
Yeah, we spent $3 American dollars. And I will say, again, I'm not, like, happy with how this turned out, but I am kind of happy with how it turned out. Like, you know.
Doing what? Maddie literally can't help but put effort into everything she does. The biggest difference between her and other webtoon authors. I tried
Well,
so hard.
As your
You
nemesis,
say that.
I'm doing what I think you're wrong.
Aw.
Because we're nemesises. Nemesis? Yeah, we're nemesis.
You say that,
Too cold
but you know what
to
she
bother
did?
black people in my webtoon jail.
She gave me this part of the thing. And you'll notice, if the backgrounds are 3D and the foreground are assets, what did she give me? It was a red rectangle that said party scene.
Yeah.
And she
Towards
was like,
the end, I started to give
Oh,
up.
I like how that elbow is in focus.
Yeah.
oh, I think it's because I just kind of like brushed the blur
Yeah,
on.
You missed their elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end, I started to give up, and I was like, you know what?
I've been doing what's this? Yay, we hate each other.
Thank you for the
Nobility, party goers, asset 3000. Thank you, Punchy. Yeah, I started to realize I was underutilizing Micah, and for one part,
I've been saying it for years.
I was like, you know what? Let's see how much I can get away with not having to do.
That is the thing. If we were to do this again, I would probably just spend like $50 on Akon 3D to get something like
Nice.
all-encompassing. Because yeah.
I'd say here's my thing. If we were to do like if we were to try to do a good manhwa, I'd spend good money, and then I would have you guys, cause you guys are so good with 3D. I'd have you like go over it with like some type of brush to make it stylized.
It would-
And then I would have it usually in the same room, but then I could have different angles and different things, but not worry about what are they doing here? What are they doing here? They're in a new clothes, blah, blah, blah. So
It would be vaguely fun to do just like this, but again, slightly less rapey, just like
Yeah.
Webtoon parody.
no, we're gonna get to the end, and I'm gonna tell you what the end was supposed to be, but I gave up. They get invited to all of the biggest social parties and can build their reputation. If I can become a royal dancer, I can offer a shred of hope to other people like me.
Inferno
you know,
Monkey
poor
22.
bastard children.
Inferno Monkey 22 says you already made the best Webtoon though. Suburban Coyote.
I'm so proud of Suburban
It turned
Coyote.
out really, like, genuinely just very cute and charming. Like, it's
Thank
really
you.
nice.
A lot of people were curious about Chapter 3. It's based on this chihuahua named Pepito I met, and my mom wouldn't let me keep it. And
Didn't she make you go put it back in the wilderness where you found it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my mom's finest moment, and so I think of Pepito, and she was really sweet, and I really wish I could have kept her, or at least taken her to a shelter. But I was like 11, and there is nothing I could do, and so in the chapter, Pepito is old, and Chip doesn't eat Pepito. If you notice the Z's, Pepito dies in their sleep. But it's like a happy death because they just spent a really good day together. And so that's the only farewell I can give. Are we gonna read Suburban Coyote after this? No, we're gonna read something actually good. Savage Proposal!
Also, Tally says this comic is truly Micah's portfolio of his 3D skills. That's why I intentionally put my custom background in. That's like the sci-fi apartment, because I want to be like, yeah, I can do good. Look, I can throw something together that isn't crap.
You know, now that I think about it, Pepito's probably the reason I get so intense and emotional over dogs that live at home, because I'm like, I'm an adult, I can do shit now. I need to prove that parentless children have a chance in this world.
Just screaming,
Not to
not to
We all know you'll never make it. And then this chapter, and then the next chapter is where I try to have as many feet as I possibly can. I have to do this. No, it's not this chapter, it's the next chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, full body. I have to prove I am worthy to be a royal dancer. I'm actually so proud of the dance poses. But if you look up ballet dancers, you'll find the references. I have to show the world what I'm made of. I have to dance.
There's that reminds me of there's a comic artist for Marvel, I don't remember his name, who provably was tracing faces from adult entertainment. Like, people found the exact frames of video. Yeah.
You know that TikTok audio where it's like, it killed me to put that bullet in her head, and it's like, what? That's what I'm thinking.
I don't remember the guy, but it like, he provably to get, like, shocked faces or, like, strained faces.
You know, you could get a mirror and just look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Rescue. All my life, I've only wanted to prove that I was good enough.
Greg Land, I believe that's correct. And if we want
Yes.
to beef, I have beef with the comic artist Salvador LaRocca. He does Star Wars. Yeah, pull up some Salvador LaRocca.
It's truly bad. The door. How do you spell it?
LaRocca, LARRO. No, like that. I don't know how you spell it. His art, I try not to be like, oh, his art, people's art is bad. His art sucks. Specify Star Wars because his X-Men stuff is typically better. His Star Wars
Break
art.
the day, it's like 2 a.m. You can go to bed. You can rewatch. That's an option.
Like-
Gosh, is that just like a still of Mark Hamill that he's
No, they
drawn
all
on?
are. They're more made. Yeah, pull up that one.
Oh! What is that?
Yeah, pull up this post and like pull it up
Why
big.
do one job when you can do two?
Especially because like a lot of the time you can tell what like you can pull up the
This is
direct reference from the Star Wars
horrifying.
movies. They're quite bad.
That is like yucky.
Like they're photoshopped stills of the movie. If you pull up this post, you can genuinely see like what the exact still from the movie is.
I'm doing what? We all know we can't go to bed, Maddie. It is an option. I'm just letting you know. I'm not holding you hostage.
I have beef with Salvador LaRocca, because, like, what is that, man?
Bad.
Horrifying.
I was capable of everything people wanted from me. I actually put so much effort into these dancing poses. The best way I could do this is by dancing. Feet. I feel so free and liberated when I dance. The only person that knows my deepest wish is Balin.
Wow, and that's not creepy at all. Good job.
I realized I was like, oh, I have to make him more, like, human looking, and I couldn't.
You can see where I stretched the background there, because I don't know what I was hiding, but I'm hiding something. You see right there where it's all stretched? Yeah.
I can't believe we're seeing each other right now, after all this time. I'm a little nervous. Oh my gosh, no, look at her. Look at her regular body.
Yeah, that's way too normal.
Yeah, that's a
I
failure
love
on
it.
your part.
It's a failure,
width-
but I'm okay
The width
with
of
it.
her feet should be the same as her width all the way up.
Yeah.
But I know I can get chosen to be a royal dancer based on my
No,
talent.
no. I can be chosen to be a royal dance based on my talent.
Yeah, no one proofread this, which typically when Maddie writes a comic, she has like 3 or 4 people read it over just to make sure. What time period is this even? The
829.
Imperial year. Wait, what?
The Imperial 8.
Actually, no. I'm
829,
gonna change.
329.
We often say this takes place in 2006.
Yeah, Paris, France, 2006. Balin has to see all of the passion I have for dancing.
Thank you. Thank you all very much for participating in this year's audition, everyone.
Clap, clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap.
Was my dance enough?
Nervous?
I think we're all in agreement that the only 2 options this year to become our royal dancers.
Have I gotten through to him?
No. I have to have gotten through to him.
No, there's nothing wrong with that one.
I
Yeah,
have to have
but-
gotten through to him.
Our Bathsheba Penne Pasta.
Yes!
I like this panel. I don't know why. Something about it's just goofy to me.
Clap, 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 clap. See, they don't have eyes here, and they have
Oh.
bad body proportions here. I don't know what I did to that poor girl.
Yeah, what is...
Man, she's got a massive bulge.
You know what? Trans icon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else that could be, realistically. And Charity DuPont. Her eye pupils are going...
Did you reuse panels? Not a ton,
Yes.
but backgrounds definitely. A lot of the backgrounds are just
panels
stretched.
here and there, especially for this chapter. What are the comments?
I feel so
Oh
bad
no,
for
this
her.
is a real comment.
I feel so bad for her. Getting excited about seeing her best friend again, only for him to take advantage of her.
Yeah, I couldn't really make fun of that one though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we had, like, I read the voices.
Punchy McFudgerson says, "Thank you for top comment,
Yeah,
guys."
like that. It's cool as hell. Fuck yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ship. Damn, she ate and certainly left no crumbs.
Ship.
I have no idea. Like, unless you're in chat right now, I have no idea which of these are real or not.
Bedazzled Lasagna Noodle says you forgot blush. Yeah.
You're so right. I'm embarrassed
and there's
and
no
ashamed
there's
of
no
myself.
choo-choos. Wow.
I'm so
Wow,
happy
this
with
looks
that.
like
You know, like your bed sheets when you wake up in the morning?
No! No! That's so rude! You may have to pull up the video. Yeah.
This, don't get me wrong.
Oh, so sorry, Margaret. They just arrived and they didn't understand what was going on. I made a purposefully bad comic to see how it would go.
If you haven't seen the video we posted yesterday talking
Yes.
about it, maybe check it out.
Definitely check it out and definitely share it with people.
It will.
Oh, yeah. It's not the one I'm thinking of,
Open,
but...
open image in new
There we
tab.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, No, you're okay, Margaret. Yeah, yeah. No, because if you walk in and you haven't seen the video from yesterday,
It sounds like we're being so mean.
it sounds like
To
we're being
somebody's
dicks,
canvas.
But
Yeah, no.
this is my. This
We
is
do
my
not. We don't. We
work.
specifically don't read Canvas. The only reason we're here is because it's Maddie.
Yes, yes. It's Maddie's. It was for an experiment. Why is there a palm tree?
Wow.
I didn't notice the palm tree. Micah, why is there a palm tree?
It's just the model. I don't know.
Weird.
If you want this actually could. I mean, it would need some work. This, and again, in the comment or in the description of Maddie's video from yesterday, this model is actually pretty helpful. It's like a whole big
Maddie
town.
bullies. I am such a bully. Bully colonizer Medibites.
Bye, Cherry.
Bye, Marta. I think Marta's a real name.
Yeah.
Step. See? Look at that onomatopoeia.
But you could have put like her naked foot right there.
Yeah,
and
but
I think that would have helped
this is
a
where I
lot.
got lazy and
Gasp!
oh.
Like that is the funny thing.
I wanted to congratulate you.
There was a if you go up one more. In that corner,
What
I
is
told
that?
Micah to put a shadowy man and he didn't because he didn't know how.
Yeah, what was I supposed to do with that? I can't draw. The funny thing about this background is if you look, actually I don't even think you could tell because I don't want to say a pretty good job, but a pretty good job.
He's wearing a cloak.
I
What do you
needed-
mean?
I
Alyssa
needed-
says he's cosplaying a porn.
I needed this street to be wider, so that's actually the same
Poor face!
stride of the street, just stretched
Oh
or
my
like
gosh.
flipped around.
Hylaphoria poor face is the funniest thing I think I've seen today. I mean, you chose me. You did pick me based on my efforts, right? Inquiry?
Inquiry? That's good.
Inquiry's pretty fucking funny.
This one, this chapter was the very last one that was done. I believe I posted, Mr. Limpet. And I was so busy with Mr. Limpet, and then I got to this one. And so this one is the most webtoony of
Yeah.
recent.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't...
Jerry, I knew you were meant to be a royal dancer from the day we first met all those years ago.
Oh?
If anyone is meant to have this honor, it's you above anyone else.
Well, also I made it so you can actually read because I was so pissed off that I couldn't tell who was reading.
Yeah, you should have just had them the same color.
You know what?
and-
I have some honor.
Fun fact, I put that Balin in. Maddie didn't give me a Balin. She just was like, yeah, make this big ass panel with so much background. So I grabbed a Balin from earlier and like colored
You
out
didn't
his
have to.
eyes.
Oh my gosh, the background didn't go. She's going off the panel.
I think that was an artistic choice.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that was an artistic choice.
Alright.
And the funny thing is, a lot of these I don't remember because again, this was like
Punchy. Maddie has integrity, Jonah.
because this was like at this point a year ago when we were doing this. A lot of the times we'd go through it at the end, me and Maddie would look it over and we'd be like, okay, oh well, we noticed something's wrong with it. Moving on.
Yeah. Thank you. I have to get going. I have practice in the morning.
Jerry,
Yes.
I wanted to tell you that
That. What?
I've missed you after all these years, Jerry.
I don't think there's a single original background after this point. Like they're all either just a color. Like that's the funny thing. We shit on a lot of webtoons,
Oh,
but
that's
I
gonna be
get
a
it.
perfect chew.
Like we got burnt out after 7 chapters.
Yeah.
Admittedly, we had other stuff going on. We were making videos. We were doing this. We were doing that. But like we started getting lazy after 7 chapters.
Creatali says, Maddie, can we cross off wrong rating square for this
Personally,
comic?
yes.
100%.
Yes. I've missed you too, Balin.
Would you be willing to spend time together again?
I thought your father, King Scaramantilio, forbade it.
Please say yes.
Yes, because of... Uh-oh. That I didn't add her magic eye.
Yeah, no.
I knew I was forgetting something. Because I love you.
List.
Oh, no.
Like, I love how at this point, the beginning of the comic and the end of the comic don't even really make sense together.
No. What am I doing? How could I ever think to hurt
This
Balin?
is such a clusterfuck.
The end.
Yeah, that's the end. I have a personal headcanon.
This is the best webtoon ever. Thanks, Matt. Her salty sea pirate.
DA.
So Doug says, Micah, I'm so happy you're coming forward about the workplace abuse you went
I'm gonna level with you. This is not nearly bad enough. The use of non-chronological storytelling heightens the feeling of tragedy. Balin's past defending of Cherry's bullies gives her actual reason to feel conflicted. The women look like normal humans. Cherry has goals. She's putting work in to attain instead of having it handed to her. There's no expo dump about the neighboring
Damn,
kingdom's
it's alright.
economy.
We could have done
I
better.
could have talked
Sudden
about the
ending.
mines.
I'll be right back. I'm
Leaves
gonna
us
grab one.
imagining your genuine passion for storytelling is showing.
Wait, more? Oh, okay. Thank you, Elijah. And a Nim.
I came here because of the video, but man, this is hard to read. Thank you. Also, the art style reminds me of By Love. Why do I feel like most of these webtoons have made the main character dance in a sexy oriental clothes and maybe given her more alluring feminine features?
Today.
I wonder who wrote this. I'm kind of sad knowing that this is where the story will end now that Maddie is done with the experiment. Despite this being her bad comic, I'm still hooked.
No.
Wow, there's a lot of comments on this.
You gotta read them.
Okay.
I thank you to everyone who commented. That's so
Thank you.
nice.
Punchy McPuncherson, best stream of the year, baby.
OMG,
Thank you,
Balin
Punchy.
is so hot and F Devin.
Oh man.
This is a masterpiece. Great job, author that's definitely not Maddie Bites and background artist that definitely isn't Micah.
Oh, and
I
Fiddle
hope
Monkey.
Webtoon gives you money for your
Gives you a
money
room.
for your contributions. I'm having a stroke. I miss Bathsheba. I want to have an enemies to lovers arc with Charity. Gee, this comic is a masterpiece. This may be bad, but damn, I'm really intrigued. Like, I love how Maddie made non-chronological storytelling more entertaining than remarried Empress.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. You don't even do the flashback that bad. Like, it's a fairly reasonable
I already
flashback.
read that one.
I also love how the beginning is already introduced to the current predicament. Alas, but I'm having a hard time reading these because they're worded like normal sentences, and I'm trying to do the Webtoon commenter voice, but these don't have the cadence of
Oh, are you
Webtoon
doing what? Have you considered continuing and just being it worse? Here's the thing. I want to write my comic. I've been trying to write my traditionally drawn comic for like over a year now, and I had to put it off for this.
Do you want to send some of that and we can pull it up?
Yeah, I think I
Because
have
it's really
pictures.
pretty. I really like your...
I really
your...
like
yeah.
it.
I will say, I am vaguely interested in doing a shitty webtoon. Like, I keep being like, oh, me and Jonah should do that. Me and Jonah might do that at some point.
Yeah. Maddie, please write a book. The story is objectively bad, but it's still so obvious the person who wrote this understands how to tell a good story.
No.
I really want to read a book of any genre by you. I really want to see a detailed look into a character's mind that's actually compelling and makes sense as
Wait,
part of
I
a
have a
cohesive
book.
story.
It's called The Story with No Name.
Yeah! We really need to
With
finish
emotional
that.
beats and a genuinely interesting plot. If this is the worst story Maddie can make, and Suburban Coyote was really good despite Webtoon.
Such a unique...
Such a unique premise. You can tell he really cares for her. Or for here. Is that real or fake? Oh, no, 15 minutes ago. Okay. Okay, again. This is a parody, but her reluctance to kill her abuser makes way more sense in this story than any other manhwa, her childhood best
Yeah,
friend.
I gotta go take
Yeah,
pictures.
based.
Keep reading. I'll go take pictures. Put my current comic in the Discord.
Oh, we're...
Oh, did I just fuck it up?
Maddie tripped. She's good.
The end? Dude, that was shitty. She was right, lol. Now I'm just angry. Yeah, no.
Do you think they're real, though? Because, like, that's the
it's
thing.
16 hours ago, so that's post.
But that could be someone who just got it.
Yeah.
Because it's been boosted.
This might be peak. I love the backgrounds. They really look good.
Slay.
Honestly, this was probably really hard to make it as bad as possible. Her and Hey Bale was so cute. I hope he can turn around and treat her right again so she doesn't regret sparing him. Bring out the lovely in killing my lovely oppressor. Hey, Bale.
So much.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Sorry, I can't take pictures of all of the pages, but I will take pictures of my favorite pages. This one's good.
Yeah, Maddie's getting pictures of her comic she's working on right now.
Yeah.
Margaret McFarland says, I want to read your real stories. Where can I find them?
MaddieBites.com.
MaddieBites.com. Just don't go to the comments section.
Yeah, it's full of bots.
I need to fix it.
MaddieBites.com has the comics Maddie's worked on previously. They're all a little old, but I think pretty still good. Yeah.
I like Puppy Love.
We've got Puppy Love, Saltwater and Taffy.
Which was for the Webtoon contest 2022.
Yeah. Vinegar. And this is like there's some little children's books down at the end. Goodnight Elvis and Ghostly.
Oh, if you guys, okay, so fun fact about Goodnight Elvis, I had a challenge for a YouTube video. This was like before my Webtoon videos. My challenge was to draw an entire comic in a day, so you can actually see that video. It's probably really shittily edited. You can also see me draw all of Puppy Love Book 1 in a week.
Yeah.
For YouTube. I like being bad to myself, I
Sometimes
guess.
I forget what
Look at how cute.
what nice art looks like.
I put like old-timey advertisements with my characters in them. I really like it.
Yeah, like
you-
sometimes we'll swap from like Webtoon style comics to like a real comic, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like comic books.
Baby Beam says, Maddie, question, is it okay if I reference Kill My Lovely Oppressor in a game I'm working on?
Yes!
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay.
But I
it's in
do
the
fear
Discord.
that would make
Oh, you want me to pull it
your game canon to the Kingdom of Scarmentilio, canonically.
It's an art. Yeah, so, oh, it might take a second to upload. Yeah, so, if you do want to support and, like, purchase my comics, I believe on Patreon, I have Puppy Love, all, like, the entire thing for sale, and it's, like, $2 or $3
And this is what
per
Maddie's
book.
working on right now.
Yeah, this is what I'm working on right now. Sorry, I don't know why the pictures are sideways. But it's a traditionally drawn watercolor colored
Looks
pencil.
So good.
I spent like 6 hours on that panel
Yeah.
alone, and that's like the #1 rule. You're not supposed to do that. But it's like mermaids. It's like a mermaid, Anne of Green Gables, Robinson Crusoe kind of story. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm really sad because I've been wanting to work on it for the past few like weeks, but I unfortunately hurt my wrist. I think it's called the tendinopathy, because I was taking a dog for a walk that pulled too hard and broke me. Are you looking it up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to rest, and I'm really upset about it because that's like not something I can do.
Degeneration.
Joe says, all watercolor? Yes.
Yes, it is all watercolor. Everything is hand drawn. I've been like I said, I've been wanting to do like live streams on the Discord where I like draw it, but I just my wrist has
Arm
been
broke.
my wrist has been fucked up for like
Broken.
6 weeks now. But thank you, everyone. I'm glad you all like it. A dog, was it yours? Yeah, it was Chirps. Yeah.
Do you want to do just like one chapter of,
There's only one chapter of Savage Proposal.
No, of,
Suburban Coyote? Yes. Do we want to do Suburban Coyote on the way out?
Yeah.
Hope
I
my
would-
wrist gets better. Me too, Margaret.
I would prefer to do Savage or Suburban Coyote on the way out as like.
As like a cleanser.
The funny thing is, Savage Bros, I'm pretty sure at its
Yeah,
like,
get
Sunday
ya.
night.
Jonas didn't check my wrist for wounds. I'm
I
so
want to
sorry,
apologize
Rose
for
Beauty.
that was disgusting.
I hope you feel better. I hope all of us are feeling better. I remember Bean Dork. I hope you feel better. I was re-listening to that stream and I feel like I got really like, oh my gosh. And then I felt bad and I've been thinking about how rude I was to you for the past week.
All right.
Previously on
Oh, crap, I'm ready.
A Savage Proposal.
It's just the digital book, Walkman of Doom. I could do physical, but I don't have anywhere to post
When
it.
the ruthless Lord Taiwakin seizes the kingdom of Nock, he gets pretty weird about it. Like he checks her for wounds. By that I mean he goes in her mouth. And then also he seizes her kingdom and then she is like, wow, this dude is hot. Gonna measure his proportions. My ex-boyfriend's evil and a wuss puss. Such a wuss puss, he is such a wuss puss. He tried to wily coyote her Taiwakan.
Yeah. Yay!
I feel like that's been our least helpful previously on if you didn't
That's
know
just
what was
because
going
there's so
on.
much now.
Wait, there's puppy pictures in the Discord. I'm sorry, I need to see the puppies. Man. Oh, the kitties. Oh, evil kitty.
Evil kitty.
Kitty.
Oh, saying
Oh,
meows.
meow meow. Oh yeah,
Brindle
this
dogs.
is Punchy's dog that looks a little bit like Popeye.
I like brindle dogs. Hans.
Horsey.
Go Hans.
Yippee! Kitties.
They're so friendly.
I love kitties. Oh,
Snake.
snake! I need to put the snakes I found this week in the
old
chat.
puppy.
Oh, I love old dogs. Sun kitty.
Sun kitty.
Birds.
Oos.
Birds.
Squirrel. Squirrel.
Kitty.
Oh, Halloween cats. They're black and orange like
I
ours.
love how Oreo. Oh, who is this? Who is this?
He wants the Mountain Dew.
Oh my goodness. Oh, baby.
Tucked away.
Oh, baby. Oh my goodness.
Munch. Hi, Munch. Oh, they're friends.
Kitties.
Blanket.
Oh,
baby.
Oh,
He's a
oh,
baby.
the baby. Oh my goodness. Kitty.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Copyright
Copyright.
music. Here, I'll just replace it. Bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 ba,
Kitty,
ba.
kitty. Oh,
Oh,
just
guy.
a little baby.
Oh, man.
I love babies. They're so cute.
If you have mighty cries over dogs on your bingo card, please mark it off.
Not yet.
A savage proposal.
Let's see.
Like, yeah, I feel like this looks worse. Like, I was
Yeah.
trying to be bad, and this looks worse. Look at the weird little bridge.
Oh!
What is that?
Like, I was specifically trying to be bad.
What did you just say?
Wait, what?
I have no idea.
What did you just say?
Say? Did we miss something? What was the last chapter?
No, we definitely read it. We're current with Savage Proposal. It's our favorite comic.
I know.
Here, close.
Yeah, we have seen it.
Close pets, or else Maddie will be going. No!
Tank! No, that's not Tank. That was someone else. Who is that? Oh.
It's closed. Yeah. Because I feel like we're missing something.
Nope, he went off
Oh.
to fix the wedding, or
Okay.
fix the funeral, rather.
Let's go to Evil Think. What did you just say?
Well. Do you want him?
Yeah, you take him.
Well. At first, there was trouble with the bell, Your Highness.
The bell?
Yes, the chain holding it suddenly snapped.
Oh.
It was old, certainly, but the priests tend to it daily.
Ding! How
How did that happen?
did that? I think it's just silly.
It, like
goofy.
Charlie Brown, it went.
Yeah, I support it. Wait, the bell's back. Oh, okay.
Anyway, they somehow managed to hang it again, and the high priests performed the consecration over the burial soil. All that remained was moving the coffins to the burial site. But,
Scritch, scritch.
suddenly a boulder fell from the sky.
What? Uh-huh.
Oh, Taiwakan, you zany war maniac.
I can hardly believe it myself, but that's what the witnesses claimed, Your Highness.
This comic fucking slaps. Like, this comic's
love it.
great.
I love Savage Proposal so much.
They said a massive boulder came rolling down and destroyed the sacred steps.
Oh no! Also, I have a theory as to why the sacred steps look so bad.
Yeah.
Because this is based off a book, or at least I imagine. I don't actually know. It is actually, yes. The sacred steps
Bells are dangerous.
are so
Punchy.
specific that they probably had to custom model it. Right? They need big long steps with a boulder on a platform. You're not gonna find that asset, and since the long steps are specific to their like religious bullshit.
Yeah.
At least they have anything that like goes into detail.
Yeah.
The only path leading down from the temple has collapsed, so the funeral has been postponed until the steps are rebuilt.
Wait,
Not to
is
mention-
everyone stuck up there?
The priests are now trapped inside the temple.
Uh-oh. I struggle to understand how any of that could be possible.
Of course, Your Highness. He's like, yeah, I understand.
Money!
Money.
Which is why many are beginning to worry that the High Priests may have committed some grave offenses and incurred the wrath of the gods.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Did she cut her hair?
Ouch.
No, I think it's just
No,
that.
it's in a bun.
No.
Okay.
Something stabbed me. Quick, check my ankles for wounds. No, something like there's
You
like
okay?
a little like pine needle or something that pricked me. Weird. Is that true?
Yes, the priests are vehemently denying it, but isn't it too much of a coincidence for the steps to collapse the very day of the funeral? So, there are rumors circulating perhaps this happened because you did not attend, Your Highness. Your Highness?
My goodness, what in the world has that man done? How did he manage this? Did he hire a sorcerer?
He
So
cut,
sorcerers exist in this
He-
world.
he cut a rope and pushed a rock. I mean, I guess she didn't know the rock was there.
The gods are angered, and yet you seem rather pleased, Your Highness.
This could have been the very incident that turned the people of Nock against the royal family. Yet somehow he is what?
Read it again.
This could have been the very incident that turned the people of Nock against the royal family.
Rock.
Tua.
Oh, Noctua. Sorry, okay? I have to try really hard to read. And I forget. I'm a doing what? Thank you so much. We've gone too far with the feet and licking.
Oh.
The wound checking.
Yeah, sorry,
Probably.
my bad.
Yet somehow he has shifted all blame onto the high priest. Well, the gods are angry for me, aren't they? What?
I beg your pardon?
Okay. After all, it was the high priest who prevented me from attending the funeral.
Bunch of McBuncher said thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm doing what? We haven't gone far enough.
Yeah, I'm a doing what? We're enemies.
Ah, I did hear about that. It was truly the case, Was it truly the case, Your Highness?
You know, she could have just said that regardless of what happened.
Yeah.
And everyone will believe her. Yes, so let it be known that the god's anger is well justified. At dawn, we ride tomorrow. Have a proclamation, read the name of the royal guard into the square of the divine. Okay, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that was more salad.
Woo!
Yeah.
Lenny!
Man, I
sack.
wish you'd lean on me.
Nah, Leanie's all
Yes,
mine.
yes, Your Highness.
I love her. We're gonna sew together and it will be great. Thank you for bringing me such good news. You may go now.
I'm doing what says you're right. Quick, suck the nose.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, I'm a doing what? I was about to call you Sucky doing what, and
You
I
know,
was like,
if
wait.
we weren't mortal enemies, I'd do what you said. But because you said to, and we're foes, I can't do it.
Those grippers.
There's a way. Thank you for bringing me such good news. You may go now.
Yes, Your Highness. May you have a peaceful night.
Click. I'm glad I stayed up late. Oh, let's see.
It's sad.
No, it's not sad. She's thinking about her lover. I'm glad I stayed up late. Thanks to that, I've heard some wonderful news.
The hair up works for her.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
nice.
really working for her.
I want to braid her hair. I'm really good at braiding hair, actually. I wonder how long it's been since I last felt happiness.
Happiness?
Yeah, happy.
That's a whole ass different castle. That's not the Noctua castle.
Had I ever uttered the words good news? What? Okay. Even before the Taiwakan laid siege to the castle? How strange that the first person to bring me such good news after all this time is none other than Lord Taiwakan. She's brushing her own hair. Slay. Girl boss. Anyway, I'm relieved that the funeral date has been changed.
We stand a
Aren't there gonna
queen
be, like,
who
rotting
doesn't
bodies?
use indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Not being able to offer my condolences to the bereaved had weighed heavily on my heart. Tap tap.
Oh.
Ah! Tap tap. Is someone knocking at my door? Who is it? Choo choo.
Quiet.
It better not be Lord Kleinfelter that
This
was
is how the
puss.
Webtoon commenters feel. You just left a Webtoon comment.
Wow.
I hope it isn't that wuss-puss Lord Kleinfelter.
I think it's him.
It's not gonna be. It's gonna be Puss in Boots or Lord...
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh no!
What's wrong, Lord Taiwakin?
He's all filthy and
You're
dirty.
wounded. Ugh. Oh no, he looks a mess.
May I come in?
Wait, reread that?
May I come in? Then I shall go.
He's so stoic and...
What brings you here at this hour?
I wanted to let you know that the matter has been resolved.
He's so
I got
hot.
really dirty pushing that rock.
That being said, I'm still Ryanel 100%.
Yeah, I prefer Rhinel 1,000. Taiwakin's just kind of generic.
I've already been informed of that.
Oh, blah, blah, thank you for the super chat. I have to hand
thank
in
you.
a project in 5 hours. Am I cooked?
It
No.
depends.
What is the
What are
project?
you about to do in these next
Is
5
the project
hours?
analyses of bad Webtoon backgrounds? Because if so, you're probably good.
You got your research taken care of.
Guys, I heard there was a thing called Kanefelter syndrome, and I thought it was about this comic. I'm becoming a fan.
No!
The High Priest will send word tomorrow, Your Highness. There is no evidence of my involvement, so pay no mind to whatever he may say.
So true, Genya.
All right.
Where's the gay secretary?
You're so right.
Where's Farmhouse?
Some damage was incurred, so that will require funds for repairs, but you need not concern yourself with that either. I will handle it.
Very well.
And also...
You can handle me.
No, that's all. It feels too short.
I think he says that's not all.
No, that's all.
No, that's all.
It feels too short. What feels too short, buddy?
I think
The
we know.
clothes?
What feels too short?
Ugh.
This moment.
This moment? I thought that was
All
the...
right, put us on yellow light, because I feel like we're about to flash to her, imagining him
Yeah.
absolutely
Uh-oh.
ravishing her.
I was quite busy before coming here. I spent more time than I intended up on that cliff.
The cliff?
Sundog says
Oh.
his peanut.
Oh.
Man.
He must mean the cliff behind the temple. Of course he couldn't have used the steps. He must have scaled that steep cliff. I'm saying it right now. Rock climbers, sexy as hell.
Me.
I gotta
at-
start climbing some
Me
rocks.
at
You
the
better.
beginning of which one is this? Like Star Trek 7?
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain.
Why is he climbing
a
a
mountain?
For reference, the start of Star Trek 6 or 7, I don't know which one it is, just starts and Kirk is just... some stuff happens before this, but Kirk is just like climbing this mountain. And there's this interview, because it was directed by William Shatner,
I
who
think
plays
that's how the
Kirk.
first episode of MacGyver starts.
No, not the show, like one of the movies.
Yeah.
But
But
he's climbing back. There's this interview with William Shatner, who is Captain Kirk and director. He's like, Captain
You're
Kirk is
so
climbing
right,
a
dumb
mountain.
sundogs.
Why is he climbing a mountain? And it's just very pretentious.
To snap the chain of the bell? Oh yeah, sexy hand. Rock climbing all over those rocks. After diverting everyone's attention, he probably moved the boulder that destroyed the sacred
So wait,
steps.
their plan to kill Taiwakin would have trapped them all up there?
Yeah!
Sure, it wouldn't have been forever, but their plan was to trap them all down there and kill 3 priests.
Punchy McPuncherson says, the smut is loading.
3 priests and Leanie.
Yeah,
That was the plan?
it's a bad coyote plan.
I've spent the entire day working towards this moment. And yet, it feels far too brief.
Oh.
So may I begin using the chambers next to yours, Your Highness?
I mean, usually he lasts
He's like 30
1,
feet tall.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
Still a
not
couple of seconds. That is short.
that's not tall. That's
He's
like
45 feet tall.
You guys, he just drank his milk and ate his vegetables. You wouldn't understand, Jonah and Micah.
I'm doing what says the perfect plan. There were no flaws.
Well, it's too soon.
Step.
May I touch you?
Like what
He's
is
getting his
that?
cock out! We should get a chicken.
He's getting his cock.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Where?
Like, come on!
That's like 2 feet.
Anywhere that you allow.
Like, I guess she could be like... No, because that means
She's 4 feet tall.
she has to be like 4 foot nothing and he has to be like 6 foot.
Yeah. Huh?
Like, the most normal this could be
My
is
chin.
she's like 4'5" and he's like 6'5".
Yeah. Wait, stepladder.
My apologies. You must find my filthy hands unpleasant.
Somebody call the bath maid.
No, that's not the reason.
She's real nice.
You're injured. Where?
Don't.
Oh.
Don't.
Check in for wounds! You're
Huh?
hurt quite badly. Was it from the cliff? Cliff
Not-
is his biggest bully.
I'm not sure. Cliff's always pushing me around.
Come this way. Let's clean your wound first.
I'd like an answer first. Am I to take the chamber next to yours?
Punchy McButcherson says, wounds.
Wounds.
We've cultivated a weird environment.
I love it.
Sundog says, yeah, I found your filthy hands as bad as you, savage.
Oh my! Whoa! Sundog colonizer bites over here.
I love
Yes.
the colonizer comment because that came around the same time. You got a comment that was just like, remember, you can always repent.
Yes, you can repent and pray to Jesus, and I'm like, all right.
It's like, good to know.
Weird place for this comment, but all right. You had something to say, and this is a place you put it.
May I touch you? After I've washed my hands, of course.
You may, once your wound has been tended to.
Highly Euphoria says, what's the story behind the colonizer joke? Someone commented
I don't
on...
remember. Like,
On
it
one
was,
of Maddie's videos, someone commented something that, like, Maddie was talking about bad webtoons, and
I
they
think
were
it
like...
was like the webtoon.
I think
It was
the
like one of my
names.
first.
I
webtoons.
think you were talking about how the names were bad.
And to be
And they
fair,
were like,
my
"Oh,
argument
you're
was
such
not
a
very
colonizer."
sound.
Yeah, they were like, you're such a colonizer.
They're like, this is why people like you exist, and I'm like,
Yeah, someone
alright.
called Maddie a colonizer, and it's really fucking funny.
Would I be a colonizer?
I don't know. You haven't shown any proclivities.
But I mean, I've colonized the basement. You guys all work for me.
Anyway,
You guys make less than nothing.
I make something.
Well, I'm
Oh, I am a
unemployed. I don't
colonizer.
work for you.
Sometimes you do.
You pay the bills. You're the one doing the work. I just live
Anyway,
here.
as fun as
I
this
love being the
colonization
boss
talk
bitch.
is.
So this is how the good news I heard came to be. This man injured himself in the process.
I'm doing what, says Maddie? If you have to ask, then the answer is yes.
Oh, you're so right.
Red Magus says, I think Maddie is more of a cult leader.
You know, every person that points one finger at me, calling me a colonizer, has 3 fingers pointing back at them, calling themselves a colonizer.
Every person who points one finger at Maddie has 4 fingers.
But with your help, they can have 2 less fingers. And ended up covered in dirt. What am I supposed to call this? Dirt? I don't know. Even if this man has come here seeking revenge, I think I might be fine with it. She's like, yeah, you can colonize me.
I'm doing what says wrong. I point with all my fingers.
I am 5 colonizers in one outfit. This is a thought I must not entertain as the ruler of Noctua, so please let it be nothing more than a baseless rumor.
Boo!
That was a lame chapter.
Weak! Weak!
He is literally the definition of looks like it could kill you is a cinnamon roll.
I haven't heard cinnamon roll used unironically since I was in like high school,
This man is willing to
which
cause
is like 5 years ago.
chaos.
Read this one. Read this one.
The way he used their own boulder plant against them is so satisfying. Let him touch you!
What the fuck?
All right.
Oh my gosh, Lucy90 says, I had my period twice and she still didn't have hers. I'm happy for the news. He deserves more than this.
That's such a funny way to engage it. Where it's like, well, it's been that much time.
Yeah.
Wow.
She should have had her period twice.
Should have. Suburban Coyote. And then we
Yeah.
gotta go because this ice cream has been wrecking me all stream.
I'm sorry.
I ate it too fast. I just devoured my little ice cream cone. Like
let him touch you is so weirdly aggressive. Like, did I spell wrong? Well,
suburban. There's an O. Yeah.
I did spell wrong.
Suburban
Coyote.
Coyote.
Like, that's why Webtoon's search feature is so bad.
It's
that
bad.
still should have popped up. I had 99% of the letters there.
I think the chapter I want to read.
I'm doing what says she should have had her period, but with your help.
Let's do.
Sky Pancakes says, "Can a girl eat ice cream?"
Let's do episode 5. That one has some sentimental value to me.
Suburban Coyote.
And it has no words. This is actually one of my, like...
Such a nice background.
Thank you. This was one of my concept artworks, and I was really sad because I couldn't find a place for it, and then I did. So cool. This couple, this is the donut couple, they're in love. I was gonna have a whole thing with them.
He's stealing the donut.
Yeah.
He go, "Shink."
He's just a silly little guy. And then this is Circle K.
Slushy, he eat the slush.
Yeah, if you know
Oh.
some of, like, the things that these are based on, the words kind of look like the words.
What'd he notice?
That's my car. El
Car.
Diablo. El
noticed
Diablo
car.
had no AC, but the heater worked just fine.
Oh, and C car.
Which is why I called it El Diablo.
A
So
young Maddie Bites.
young Maddie Bites, and that is my best friend, Caro. And
They're doing art car time.
we draw all the time in my car because I didn't want to do other things like be at home.
What
And then I
Maddie
look
see?
up and I see. So, fun fact,
Coyote.
the first time I saw the coyote cross the road, I was really happy. I was coming home from Caro's house, and then I was like, that was so cool. And I was
Tyler
telling,
Preston says, "Maddie's a blonde."
She was a blonde.
yeah,
I think the Arizona sun bleached her blonde. She
Yeah.
is no longer blonde.
it's not very blonde
Maddie
anymore.
hair,
If I go
brown.
outside, I can get bleached again, but I don't go outside nearly as much as the Arizona sun. So, no, what happened is I was like, it was like another day, and I was telling Caro about the coyote, and it ran across the street again, right in front of us, and I was like, that was my reaction.
She's the coyote!
I was like, look at the coyote!
Sometimes has a good question. Why Maddie blonde?
That's just how my hair was.
But why?
They draw woof woofers.
Because I'm a colonizer.
No.
I really like, I like to draw the coyote with the little derpy face. He's howling. He's talking.
It's okay, Charms.
You're okay,
We'll be done in a
Chirpy.
second.
Beep boop, hello,
Beep
Inferno Monkey
boop,
22.
Inferno Monkey, yo mama,
Lunatic
lunatic
reader.
reader. But yeah, so I definitely recommend checking out Suburban Coyote. If you wanna give money, you can find digital versions of all 3 copies of Puppy Love on Patreon.
This is an incredibly charming drawing, by the way.
Thank you. But yeah, I really like. This is a lot closer to my art style, even though it's like super like sketchy. I like it.
Alright. Okay, gang. So I think it's pretty...
Walkman of Doom says, "What is next? Maddie's hair turns black." It's more
It was
black.
for a while. You dyed it.
I dyed
remember.
it. The reason it was black in all of the animations is because I dyed it. And we're gonna do a channel revamp soon as my tendinopathy cures.
But anyway, I think the real lesson we've learned today is you gotta kill your lovely oppressor.
Anyone who oppresses you is pretty lovely.
You gotta make
Ah.
that decision. We want to make it
Choo.
very clear not to kill
Choo.
anyone. We're not
Choo
endorsing
choo.
killing anyone.
Choo.
Do not kill anyone.
choo.
It would be bad if you killed someone. I would cry. I would
choo.
die. I would be so fly.
Choo.
Everybody knows.